Last time I was in Dublin at the National Concert Hall, everywhere I looked was Fiachra Garvey. On posters, on billboards, on leaflets. He's quickly becoming one of Ireland's most popular pianists, and on top of this he runs his own festivals both in London and in Ireland. I managed to catch up with him at home in West Wicklow, and I wanted to find out not only about the West Wicklow Chamber Music Festival, but also what is extra special about the ICO's performance of the Carnival of the Animals. Fiachra, welcome back to Oboe Windfree. It's very kind of you to make the time today, and I can actually see you're extremely busy. What on earth are you doing?
Well, Matthew, as you can see right now, I've got Lamb in tow. This is a beautiful little baby boy who's, unfortunately, his mother doesn't have a whole pile of milk, so we're having to keep him inside and giving him some bottles of milk until he's strong enough to fend for himself. But a beautiful Cheviot lamb. So Cheviot are the white-faced sheep that we have here in the farm. We also have some Suffolk and some Texel sheep as well. But yeah, I've been really busy since the last time I was down with you guys. Been playing, as usual, loads of concerts, loads of variety from solo to chamber music. And yeah, the festival's coming up, and we have the ICO, obviously yourselves, who are coming down to perform our Carnival of the Animals concert with Ivana Lynch from many things, but very famously from the Harry Potter films, who's coming down to narrate the story.
So the Carnival of the Animals, I mean, I know that Sansom didn't really want to be thought of as a popular composer, but I'd say some of the music in this piece, it's in fact some of his most popular music. It's absolutely wonderful and it's really beautiful. I'm wondering, what do you feel about this music, and can you remember the first time you heard it?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I can't remember what age I was, but I remember watching it. I have a distinct memory of being around 7 or 8 years old, and I remember watching it on from the proms at home in Ireland with a dear family friend of mine. And yeah, it's interesting with like you said about Saint-Saëns, because he obviously wanted to be a serious composer, but like you said, some of his best music was the more sort of frivolous, fun stuff he wrote. But the great thing about Carnival of the Animals, which I think he's just hit the nail on the head so well, is that yes, we view it probably more as music for younger audiences, but actually the musical content is such quality that it's music that any adults can listen to independently. There doesn't have to be, I mean, the narration obviously wasn't written by Saint-Saëns himself, but the music as an entity of its own is just, it's amazing how he's managed to write music that's child friendly yet not child specific, if you know what I mean. And I just think that's such a unique gift to do something like that, because I think we're all used to, like, you can have, let's say, music now that's very much written for children in children's cartoons, which an adult wouldn't necessarily listen to. But this is music that, like, we even have had just adults booking who are coming to the concert who aren't coming with children. And I think that's the beauty of this piece. It's literally a piece for everyone, but obviously is massively popular with younger audiences, but attracts adults like ourselves, no different.
The other thing I'm thinking about with this particular piece is this idea of children and their parents sharing a concert together. So of course, not children-specific music, but the children and the adults sharing the experience of going to a concert, and it's kind of like making a memory together. The parents will remember the first time their children heard this, and their children will remember the first time they went perhaps to a concert with their parents.
Yeah, and that's a really good point, Matthew. And I think that's hopefully the legacy of this concert, is that we'll have a lot of younger audiences who, like you said, are making really special memories with their family, coming to a concert for the very first time. And hopefully for years to come, they'll always reference this as being one of the first ever times they experienced not just music, but a concert in a concert setting. And this noisy fella as well.
Fiachra, it's always nice to catch up, and indeed to see the beautiful Irish countryside in the background, even if it is a bit windy.
Matthew, just to show you as well, a little bit beyond the lake, but here is the field, well, one of the many fields with some baby lambs and their mummies, and this is kind of the greater landscape that is behind me, just to show everyone. And hopefully that might be of use to you all watching.
Wow, there are a lot of very noisy lambs out there, that's for sure. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, Fiachra. I know there are still a few tickets left for the concerts in the festival, so if you feel like a lovely day out in the beautiful countryside, then check out westwicklowfestival.com. But hurry up, as these tickets are selling like hotcakes. Take care, and I will see you next week.